Alright, welcome to Shadowcrate Village. We are gonna mount up. So I did finish my flight down to Shadowcrate Village Desolus, as I mentioned last episode, and we're down here. We're gonna go find Gregan. I remember, I always forget his name. Gregan Brewspewer. And frankly, my carrot. Okay, I got my carrot ready. Frankly, it's faster to get to the northern part of Feralas by going through Desolus than it is to go down to Camp Mohachi and run back up. So I'm gonna go this way. And we're probably not gonna finish this quest line. I know I'm not gonna finish this quest line today. The plan is simply to, well, not aggro all these mobs. The plan is simply to go ahead and do the Gregan step in the quest line, and then I think we need to go back to Winter Spring, and so I think the next time, like maybe when we hit 56, we'll go back to Orgrimmar to train our skills, and at that point, we can also take the time to go back to Winter Spring and talk to Denova and do the next part of the quest. But for today, we're primarily going to focus on Ungoro quest once we finish this, and so probably, I don't know, maybe I'll run the rest of the way through. I'll probably run back up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we'll get back to Ungoro and keep working on our quests up there. Yeah, so I did something a little bit different. I shaved my head. I've been shaving my head for months, but I've been using an electric razor all this time that I bought back in like February or very early March. I bought it, and it's kind of funny. I think I talked about this, but like electric razors became hard to find to some extent shortly after the coronavirus hit, like maybe a few weeks into the coronavirus. This is around the time that toilet paper was weirdly being purchased in bulk, and there were electric razors available, but the one that I bought was specifically kind of designed for someone to shave their own head. And I think I spent like $60 on it, and then I got something in my eye, and then the like a month later, I saw it was on sale. Like new ones were on sale for like almost double that, like $120, and I even saw used ones were being sold for more than what I paid new, and I was just like, really, this is kind of insane. Anyway, so I ended up, I still have mine, I still use it all the time. But what I also did, so the other day I was thinking to myself, I was like, I wonder what it'd be like shaving my head with like a manual razor. Like, not just like, I don't know, there's a lot of terms for like a safety razor. You can almost like 2-blade razors that are $10 plus some shaving cream plus, and then the cartridges for the replacement blades are like $5 to $15 each. Just like a generic one you find at the store. So I bought like a $10 razor. I haven't shaved with I've only used for like my face an electric razor since I was probably like 15, I think is when I switched. When I was like 13, I would shave with like a manual razor, but I eventually switched. I think Gregan is like right around here. I sort of think he's... There he is. He's got a little camp. I was like, I remember there being a little like a fire or camp or something, and yeah, this is the guy we need. Okay. Alright, so we found our little buddy here. He's kind of just chilling. It's kind of nice little camp, This is a pretty cool little spot. Alright. So to turn this in, we need Evo root, and to do that, we need to buy bait. We have to go up to Miblon, Snarltooth, who's up here. Oh, this wolf's gonna aggro us. That's fine. And I think he's like pretty much let me think about this. I don't know exactly. It was like in this spot, kind of like northeast, that little ruin symbol on the map. So just gonna kind of run through all this. I probably could have got to the main road, might have been more efficient, but that's okay. There's a gold thorn. Doesn't matter, I'm not an herbalist. So, anyway, yeah. So I haven't used a manual razor for probably like 10, 15 years, 15 years, let's say. I call them manual razors. I don't know if that's what most people call them, but that's kind of what I refer to them as. This is the thing we need, this little, I don't know, ruins looking thing over here. So I use it on my head. I bought one. It was like $10 for one. Bought some shaving cream. It was like a gel that you like put on your head and you like lather it up. It turns into a foam. That was like $4, like 14 bucks. And I thought it'd be fun. This is what I'm looking for. This guy, Miblon, Snarltooth. And there's a way. So the bait we need is, or the bait we put to move this guy out of the way, and then it opens up so we can get this Evo root. Grumble, crumble. But I'm 90% sure. 90% sure. You can just do this. Is there a mob down here? Where is that? Yeah. So you can actually just do this and just totally sneak up here. And just steal it. Doesn't really matter. Which is kind of funny to me. And you can just mosey on out. So I guess the bait wasn't necessary. I thought it might be. I know on private servers you could do that, what I just did, but I thought for some reason it might be blocked on a regular server. I don't know how close it needs to be. We'll see if this works. I'm worried that this doesn't work sometimes. Like if you don't put it close enough, okay. So you put that down, and then he gets out of the way, and he can run here and take what you need, right? It's unique, so you can't have more than one. That's pretty much it. He gnaws at the bait ravenously. Abandons the block he was holding up in the doorway and looks toward the bait. It's kind of a cute little, quest, right? Like it's, you know, nothing too fancy, but kind of fun. So now we go back here and we give an Evo root to Gregan, and he gives us, I believe, he gives us the video elixir, or something that we take to complete the quest. Because yeah, I think he gives the video elixir. We go back to Denova, and then she, I think, just tells us to go to Tenaris. Like, I think we literally go to Winterspring, and then she says, go back to Tenaris. I'm like, okay, well. But I don't want to do all that right now. I really want to use up our buffs here. We got these, like, sick world buffs. They're going to make, I mean, seriously, we have a 15% increased attack speed, 5% increased melee crit, 10% increased spell crit, 140 attack power, and 300 extra hit points. Basically, we're stacked right now. And it just seems like such a waste to not go just kill mobs. Like flying all over the place just for this is not efficient right now. We only got to the end of this episode practically for that Rend, the War Chief's Blessing buff, and I'm going to use it. Alright, let's go back up here.
What's on your mind?
The video elixir. So you pulled the fast one, old Miblon, eh? Oh, we actually get 3 of them. Okay. Drink the Tenaris Scraper. Cool. It's an actually really fun questline, by the way. Like this is a cool questline. I frankly am glad I'm doing it now. Yeah, strong recommend. All right, let's get back on the main path. I think I will run to Camp Mohachi. It's not that much slower. And I think it's a quicker flight to Ungoro from there than from Desolate, so it probably compensates for the difference in the run speed, or is pretty comparable. Maybe. We got our carrot out, so that's helpful. So, yeah, so I used a manual razor on my head, and first of all, I didn't nick myself at all. I didn't like, no blood came out. Didn't cut myself at all. I was proud of that, because I haven't shaved with one of those in, like I said, forever. And, shaving your head is a little bit different, a little bit trickier than shaving your face, because you're really, like, especially like in the back of your head, right? You have to like figure out a way to get back there and not miss a spot. But oh man, so it's been now about maybe like 14 hours since I did that, and I think it looks like you can still see like a shadow where more of my hair is on the side, right? But I definitely think it looks a little bit cleaner than when I use an electric razor. It definitely feels like a closer shave. But what I really liked was how crazy it feels. Like, it's hard to describe how smooth it was. There's like parts on top of my head, of course, there's like really no hair at all anymore. And on those parts where there's like a few hairs and I got them, it just like, it was super like smooth up there, and then on the side it was even quite smooth, or felt like a really really fine sandpaper. It was fun though. I think I might switch to using a manual razor and do that maybe like once every. I usually do an electric razor every probably 5 days, 4 days, which is probably a little longer than I should let it go. But I kind of just don't love doing it. Like, it's fine. It's kind of fun, but I'm not like hyped on shaving my head. But I think I could go probably a week between manual razor shave and it wouldn't be too bad. I don't know if I'll actually go that long. I'm going to let it go maybe about a week now and kind of see what it looks like. You know, I get a sense of that, but it didn't take that much longer. And in some ways it was easier because I put like a lather over my head, right? So it's like like shaving cream essentially. And so like a really white contrast all over, and so I could see exactly where I had shaved, and the shaving cream was gone. Whereas with an electric razor, I don't use any cream, and so I just have to kind of almost like feel like, so if it's like already kind of short, it's hard to tell what's been shaved and what hasn't. And in those cases, I have to kind of like feel with my hands, see if I missed the spot. It's a little bit more work. And so I guess the difference is that an electric razor is essentially free at this point, right? Like, I bought the razor, the blades will last a long time, and I probably don't need to spend any money on it besides electricity, which is like negligible for that, for the next like year or two. But the manual razor, I have to replace the razor heads, every, I don't know, few months. I'm not exactly sure how long they last, but they start getting dull. And once they get dull, shaving is terrible with a dull blade. It's absolutely awful. I remember that when I was a kid. That's why I stopped shaving, I think, with the manual razors. I didn't know to change the blades out as frequently as I probably needed to. And it would just start like, I'd get like pulling, and I'd get like red like bumps after I shaved. And I switched to an electric razor and noticed it didn't happen anymore. And I attributed that to the manual razors being bad. But I think it was just, and electric razors not getting as close, so maybe not like irritating my skin as much. But I think it was mostly because I let the razors get a little too dull, the blades, and didn't swap them out often enough. I tend to be one of those people that errs on the side of overusing things. Like if something, like, I don't know, things are past expiration by a little bit, I tend to be like, it's probably fine. If it says, if I was to get my oil change in my car every 3 months, I push it farther than that. I always lean on that side. And I usually have some reason to rationalize it. Like for my car, they say like 3,000 miles, 3 months for an oil change. And I'm like, well, if I only drove 1,000 miles in 3 months, then there's no reason to change it out. And I think that's actually probably not insanely awful to do that. But, I'll stretch it quite a bit. I've never had a problem, but anyway. So that's kind of what I end up doing a lot, is stretching stuff. That's what happened, I think, with the razors. Anyway, there's my 10-minute story on shaving my head. Yeah, this is the Dire Maul quest, okay. Oh, we do have a bunch of thorium here. I don't want to do this right now. I mailed a bunch of thorium over for my bank character so that we could do some engineering. What brings you here? But frankly, I'd rather not, like I said, waste any time on our buffs. It's gonna be like 5 minutes of making, what are they, thorium widgets, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna make thorium widgets till I get to like 280 skill or something like that. Anvil, blacksmith hammer, arclight spanner. Okay. So make that till about 280, and then there's something to make after that, basically till 300, and then we're maxed out on engineering, which is kind of cool. We'll probably start. Do I even have any grenades or anything on me? I guess I don't anymore. Huh. I should really get some grenades. It feels like a huge waste to not be using grenades and such. Sometime soon, I'm going to take an episode, not like actually an episode, but on my own, and I think what I want to do is go skill up, get like intellect buffs and all that, and then just go somewhere and skill up 200 axes, somewhere independent of the Let's Play, because it really frankly takes, I mean, could guess a good hour to skill this up. And I want to skill it up because I really want to use the brain hacker that we've had for this entire level, but not used, because it is a small DPS increase, and it's kind of a fun weapon. Yeah, so I'd like to use that, but I can't use it just yet. I also sent a little excess rune cloth over so that we can make some extra bandages. So we need rune cloth for the thorium widgets, but I sent a little bit extra. I've got like 600-700 rune cloth on my bank character. Like, just I've got so much. Excuse me. And I would like to. I mean, I just save it. I don't know why. So I'll eventually. What I usually do is I save up all this cloth on my bank until my bank is totally full of cloth, and then I sell like 500 pieces of cloth on the auction house, and then just start reaccumulating it. You just pick it up from farming random stuff, from instance runs, etc. And there's really no purpose to have that much. So not for me. Yeah. So, something that's been bothering me recently, it's kind of scary. I think I'm just worrying a little bit more than I need to. But so first of all, I've talked about this before, that I sometimes get, when I sleep, I have kind of big eyes, like they kind of stick out a little bit. I sleep with my eyes open. Not like wide open, but usually like if I'm sleeping, it depends what position I'm in, right? So if I'm like, if I'm on my side, on my stomach, it's usually not so bad. If I'm on my back, and I put my head back like this at all, then my eyelids kind of roll back a little, and you can see like the whites of my eyes, the bottom here. But sometimes it's so far open, you can actually see like the blue part of my iris. Like, I mean, it's like a good chunk of my eye is open. My wife has a bunch of videos and photos where she's such a creep. She'll like, if I sleep on the couch, I can take a nap or something, and she's awake, she'll like start recording and just like walk up to me quietly and just like stick the camera right in my face so you can like see it. And it's so creepy. And I look so weird because I'm just hanging there, and I look like I'm like dead because I'm just like, you can hear me or see me breathing, but I'm just like, my eyes are open part way, and it's just, but I'm out, like I'm totally out. What happens though is, and this is an important part of the story, we're going to turn in some quests up here. We're in Angora. Now I forgot we had some quests to turn in. Nice. Let's go turn in Valerian and Moegian quest.
No.
75 silver, 5100 experience. Oh, we have to go to Ratchet for this one. Okay.
Safe travel.
And then I know we have the Eastern Pylon quest. I might actually wait to run that in there. I don't really see a... let's go turn it in, because we're close to leveling, and getting a little extra experience while we're in here would mean we're a little bit closer to leveling when we're out killing mobs, so we might level sooner. Panda Cub needs to join us. So I sleep with my eyes open a little bit. What happens is, though, if you do that, and what I find is sometimes I'll wake up and I'll blink, and it's hard to explain how dry your eyes get when you just leave them open without blinking for that long, like 8 hours. And when I blink, it's like rubbing like a dry eyelid and a dry eyeball together, and it hurts so bad. It's like a sharp pain. It feels like you got like sand in your eye.
Good day to you.
Eastern Pylon.
Very good.
3,950 experience. Cool. And that sharp pain is severe. Like, it's hard to describe. Like, first, it happened to me the first time I was like 25, and I thought I had something in my eye. Like, it felt terrible. My eye just was like, turns bright red, just is like crying. Like, it's not like I'm not crying, but my eye is like tearing up, and it's like tons of like tear just comes out. And it hurts so bad. Like, I really can't explain how bad it is. And then my vision gets super messed up. And I usually would put like an ice pack on my eyes, like the only thing that would help me. I eventually figured out that if I put this like, two things have helped me a ton. One is I found this, it's like eye drops. It's more like a thick gel, like a Vaseline almost. It's like meant for your eyes overnight. So I put that in my eye, a little bit in each eye before I go to bed. That kind of like sticks this like Vaseline over it and helps a lot. The other thing I do is I wear an eye mask now at night, and it basically puts some pressure on my eyelid to keep my eyelid down. So that helps a lot. By the way, we're starting off, as I mentioned last episode, we're going to try to find the northern pylon, which I believe is east over here. I don't think you can get around that rock that way. I think of this one. I still want to pick up more of these crystals, but I'm not going to stop for the random ones here. Just like while we're out on foot killing mobs, I'll stop and grab them. The northern pylon might be over here, but I think it's right here. So we need the northern pylon, and then we're going to swing around. Ooh, who's this? 49 gnome rogue? I think it's here. But if it's not, it's slightly behind us. There, I think that's it. Yep. Perfect. Well, while I'm here, I might as well grab a green crystal. This is another completed quest, the northern pylon. These are pterodactyls. Those are actually the mobs we needed for that other quest. I guess they're up here too. I want to examine this pylon. Done. Cool. Now we're going to do the Apes of Ungoro, because they're right here to the northeast. And we're going to head south anyway for the Ravasaur claws, so we can go down there and turn the quest too. Here's a follow-up to the Ungoro Apes quest, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. Let's buff up. Let's get our... let's do... chicken. Alright. And these guys should be pretty easy for us. We need 2 pelts from Stompers, Thunderers, and Gorillas. Frankly, for the most part, this should be easy mobs for us to deal with. Like I said, we got a bunch of buffs here too, so it's going to be made even easier. No wind creep proc yet? Come on. Calls for help. I gotta be careful, so they will call for help. And apparently that call for help is pretty large range. So it really hurts, right? So if I sleep, my eyes are open, they get dry, I blink, or something happens, and it just hurts so bad. So the eye gel and the night mask helped a ton. So the problem is, it still occasionally hits me when that happens. It's pretty rare, but I still occasionally get that problem. When that happens, it usually leaves my vision kind of blurry for the next day or so. And that blurriness ranges from mild to pretty severe. There was one time it was bad enough that we were like, my wife and I were driving to visit her parents, and I asked her to drive. Like, I didn't want to drive on the interstate because it's pretty good, like, several-hour drive. And I was like, honestly, like, my vision is good in one eye, and it was like blurry in the other, and it made it sort of disorienting. And my glasses didn't help, of course, because the prescription was not designed for one good eye, one bad eye. And so she drove because I was just like, I'm almost kind of worried about driving. Like, it just felt like it was a little bit blurry, and I couldn't judge distances as well, and I didn't want to mess with it. That was the most extreme example, though. Mostly it's not that bad. Most of the time it's pretty minor, but it's enough to be a little annoying because it's a little blurry, but not completely terrible. There's a thorium vein around the side here, maybe? I don't know. So there's a stomper, and there's a stomper, and there's a stomper. Perfect, okay. Just get all our totems up. Let's put a chicken out. So the reason why I'm describing this like a vision blurriness, because I'm kind of used to this happening occasionally, and it happens sometimes, and it just kind of hurts a bit, and usually my vision is better within a day or so. Sometimes it takes 2 days, but I try and avoid it because I always worry that it's going to cause like permanent damage to my eye. Like, scratching my eye is probably not good for it, right? So I try to be careful and try and avoid it as much as I can. Let's bring this guy back to our chicken buddy over here. Get him, chicken. Well, about a week ago, this happened again. It was like a minor one, but it was like enough to make my eye a little blurry, my vision. And it actually happened like 2 nights in a row because I was sleeping. My wife wasn't feeling well, and she felt better sleeping out in the living room, which sounds kind of funny, but I don't know. Maybe you've ever felt that way, that sometimes sleeping not in your bed feels a little bit better. So she was sleeping in the living room on her couch, and I was sleeping in like a lazy boy chair. Small thorium vein. Let's see, we should get a skill up. And some dense stone. Nice, nice. There's a stomper here. Let's just do this. I think the Thunderers are actually inside here. I guess our totems are still kind of up. I'll pull them back to the totems. Oh, battle chicken's still up. Let's get that cluck bonus. I thought the chicken was already despawned. Should be any moment now, but So I had a little bit of blurry vision from that, you know, so it's like one thing. But then, oh yeah, this 10 mana per 5 is so nice, by the way. Like, I'm noticing our mana is solidly better than normal. Thunderer, that's what I'm looking for. Alright, I'll just totem back up. It's gonna path into us, looks like. But what ended up happening is a little blurry vision, not abnormal. But then, about a few days into that, I was sleeping on the chair for a few days in a row, and honestly, it wasn't super comfortable, so it's not wildly surprising. Oh, is he gonna kill us? I really hope not. That would suck. I think we could probably survive him if he attacks us. I'm just looking for Thunderers. This guy's cleared this whole damn cave. Wow. Oh, a small thorium vein over there. I don't mind if I do. I'm gonna go find that. I think it's up around the corner here. But yeah, so I got a headache, and that headache came back and forth, and it's gone, but occasionally I just feel like a little twinge. Like it's like, oh, I kind of feel where that headache was. And I'll tell you what, in my blurry vision has kind of persisted a little longer than I'm used to. Having a little bit of blurry vision and a headache. Did I shrink myself? That's not fun. A little bit of blurry vision that's lasted for almost a week on and off, and a headache that lasted for kind of a couple days and went away, and now I sort of feel it. It's not the best feeling. It's a little bit concerning, right? Like in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, I go to the worst thought. It's like I have brain cancer or something. And the vision is still, I haven't really like looked at a distance today, because the blurriness is more at a distance, and like looking out the window, I think it's okay, but I have to kind of like really take some time and like judge between each eye. I'm a little nervous about it. We're still not getting the Thunderers we need, by the way. I'm just pulling whatever mob I can, because frankly I'll get some experience at least. I guess I can switch trinkets after this. So yeah, my vision's been a little bit blurry, on and off. Headaches have been kind of on and off. Empty barrel, Donkey Kong reference. And it kind of made me nervous that I have like something wrong, like something seriously wrong. They've not been severe headaches, and they're not that crazy, and they feel like a normal headache sort of to me, just stuck around a little longer than I'm used to. But I think I'm going to go to my optometrist soon and just get someone to look at my eye, maybe give me a second opinion. I'm going to try and get an appointment for that soon. But yeah, it makes me a little bit nervous, I should say. Probably nothing, because statistically it's unlikely that I have brain cancer. And that's just like the first thing my head goes to for some reason, because I guess I'm just probably a normal human that worries about things, but yeah. Empty barrel. Okay, these Thunderers need to give us what we need here. It's just the gorilla. Ucha is someone we'll kill eventually, because he would be for the follow-up quest to this. But I hope I pulled him without his buddy. Okay, good. Let's get that super mana regen. How much is that? It's like 27 mana every 2 seconds. Oh, that's so much mana. Look at that mana regen go. That feels good. Between that and the Rend buff and just my normal regen, it's solid. Might as well give myself a heal while that's still out. It's probably about gone though. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's go back to this thing. Well, what I need now, I still need 2 Thunderer pelts. That rogue being out here kind of put a damper on this quest being efficient, because he's killing all the mobs out here. And frankly, I'm worried he's going to kill me too, but we'll deal with that. Got a heal potion. You know, it might be nice. I'm going to put the mind control cap on. I don't think there's any Thunderers out here. Stomper. It looks like that guy may have left, that rogue, or he's stealth following me or something, but I think he may have left. I put the mind control cap on because I might be able to mind control him and like run him into mobs or something. It's a little risky, but I need to get the charge helmet, actually is what I really need. But the mind control cap might work. There we go, one of these guys. Perfect. Yeah, get the totems out. Lightning shield up, which is probably not that useful here, but these are beasts, right? So I can't even mind control them anyway. We've killed 2 Thunderers and didn't get any pelts, but I felt like we got... There's a pelt. I felt like we were getting like a almost 100% drop rate from the pelts from the other people, from the other ones. Not actually 100%, but pretty high. There's Amy, and if we had that quest, we could... we need like a mithril casing, I think, to do that quest, and I just obviously don't have any on me. It's a Thunderer, perfect. Let's pull this. I'd love to be done with this quest. I don't love cave quests, I've mentioned this before, it's like a little bit concerning. Because I was always a little bit scared that bad things will happen. I feel like a little bit trapped in these things sometimes. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully I don't have anything wrong with me, but I'm going to try and make an optometrist appointment soon. I think the last time I went to the optometrist was about a year ago. We're all done. So it's not, you know, like wildly insane for me to go back. I guess we're just going to kill this guy too. We have to clear this out anyway to get out, so might as well pull him to these totems we got. I shrunk myself twice in a row now, it does not feel good. 95 DPS, 123 with this bad boy up. There's another mob, okay. Keep clearing them. And let's go to this. Yeah, so wish me luck. I try to make an appointment with my like general practitioner, and it's like a month out before I can go, and I'm like, man, it's gonna bother me too much to wait a month. So I think the optometrist tends to be a bit faster, like getting an appointment in there. So I'm gonna try to get in there. But yeah, I think they would be able to help me at least give me some sense if there's anything wrong with my eye itself, and then they might be able to refer me to someone that would do like a head scan of some sort if they think it's warranted. And I generally trust my doctor's opinions. There's very few times that I've been like wildly concerned with what they say, and usually if I'm concerned I can push back like, hey, are you sure it's not this, or why do you feel that way, and they'll explain a little bit more, and that usually helps a lot. I tend to be pretty vocal with doctors because not that I don't trust them, but I don't ever want to walk out of a doctor's office feeling like I don't understand. I feel like that's the worst thing that can happen, is you leave and you don't even really get what they said to you. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. I had that happen enough when I was young as a kid that I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. Now I make sure that I understand what's happening when I leave a doctor's office. Okay, we're done with the Apes of Ngoro quest. And I need to get the Eastern Pylon eventually, or Western Pylon eventually. What I think, I gotta figure out how to do this quest. Okay, a pure ooze, a primal variety, a primal ooze. Where is a primal ooze? I'm Googling this because I have no recollection of where these are, and I don't feel like running around the zone forever. Primal ooze, classic, wow. I think they're in the southwest. Like, I think they're over, pointing my finger, I think they're down here. But maybe, okay. Maybe they're actually all over the place. That's good to know. Primal ooze. So they're actually up here, some of them, and there's quite a few along the east side here, and then through this spot. So I might be able to snag a primal ooze. And then what we do is, we basically we basically get up to it and then dump out this encased corrupt ooze. And then I think that will actually spawn a giant ooze. I think the two oozes merge and they kill them both. I believe that's what happens. I'm so sad our rend buff's almost gone. It's such a nice buff. Like our DPS is actually 108 with that. Primal ooze, this is what I was looking for. Let's rebuff a little bit here. I got my correct hat on, right? Yeah. I don't exactly know how close I have to get to this. I think this is how it works. Oh boy. Yeah, that became very big and scary very fast. Gargantuan ooze. Makes copy of itself. I try to blow that up fast enough. Alright, Merged Ooze Samples. Okay, well, that was another easy quest. That's kind of fun. I was really scared of that for a moment. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Okay, another quest done. Now we're going to get the Ravasaur claws down here. Panda Cub, look at that guy. The faithful Panda Cub. He's just been trekking with me forever. I think the Venom Hides have the best drop rate on these things, so I'm still going to focus on these guys as much as I can. I seem to recall it's the case. They're quite dense here, which is nice too, so I can probably just dump a bunch of totems and take advantage of the location of all of them, just kind of lightning bolt to pull more in. The drop rate's not great on this quest, I'm noticing though. It's definitely not as good as I would like. There's a 4 or 5, okay. Nice. My shrink ray is almost back, so we'll shrink this guy, hopefully. Or maybe the next mob. I'll probably switch to my water spirit next, yeah, for sure. After this pull, I'll switch to the water spirit. And I may even just drink after this pull because I'm totally done on mana. Nice, made myself big. It's the best buff. So we're just going to kill these guys until we get the 4... let's kill that poison though. Until we get the 4... let's just... Yeah, let's eat and drink. I guess I use my stamina food. The delicious cave mold doesn't really heal a lot. I kept it because I was like, well, why not keep like some extra food? I don't have a lot of food on my character. I don't carry a bunch around, so why not have a bit more? But it's probably a bit of a waste. I guess I can use a scroll, get some extra strength there. Alright, let's, I'm gonna get closer to like another big pack of these mobs. It's a little more efficient with the totems to have more of them kind of bunched together. Alright, blue power crystal, let's loot this up. But yeah, this is actually working exactly how I wanted. Once we do this quest, we're gonna go probably to the western pylon and finding, like, run through here, finding the source, turn it in, western pylon, come back and escort Ringo back to Marshall's Refuge. Ringo is the guy for the Lost quest, if you're wondering. He's like in the middle of the Ungoro crater, up the mountain there. Okay, this seems as good of a spot as any. I used the wrong totem. Let's drop this totem. There we go. I do not like the poison these guys dump on us. It's easy to cure, thankfully, but probably just wait till the end of the fight to cure the poison, so it doesn't just recast it. But I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Alright, I couldn't do that because I was casting. I always forget that you can't equip items while you're casting. It's always like a little disappointing to me. Oh, not cast items, you can't equip items while you're casting. It always seems like you should be able to. Alright, soil. No claw there. Man, yeah, the claw drop rate is just not great. I'm just gonna reposition over here. Oh, a matriarch. That's a rare spawn. Heck yeah. We're gonna get that in a moment. I was like, that's a cool looking one. It's like, what is that? I don't think it really does anything fancy, but it just drops a guaranteed green item, so I'm gonna pull that in a moment here. Alright, another claw. I wonder if this matriarch has like a better drop rate on claws. That'd be nice. I'd rather have that than a green, practically. I don't think it's gonna be very challenging for us, but we'll pull out the Mechanical Dragonling to help. Whew. 111 damage crit from the Dragonling. Calls for help, that's scary. Oh wow, okay. It was far enough away from everyone to not actually call anything, that's good. A little beefy, but nothing insane. Dropped a Swashbuckler's Cape of the Monkey. That's a pretty nice cape, actually. 8 agility, 8 stamina. That's actually an upgrade for us, that's cool. So we're gonna swap to that in a moment. Because that will actually give us a 5 armor, 2 agility, 1 stamina upgrade. Neat. That's fun. It's wonderful when you get like another claw. 6 of 8. Cool. How's that cloak look? Looks pretty cool. Like nothing too fancy, but I like it. Another clear casting proc. That's exciting. But that mob got blown up. Wow. Let's pull this guy with our... Oh, we're not gonna make it. Okay, there. I got my free flame shock off. I was like, we're not gonna be able to launch the... Oh, our Dragonling's gone, I think. It's a bummer. I was gonna say we're not gonna launch the lightning bolt in time. I wasn't gonna cast fast enough for the clear casting proc, so... Ooh, Opulent Belt of the Whale. That's fun. Looks like we're gonna use one of these next. Let's give a quick heal to ourselves. We're at 7 of 8. Those last, like, this pack here was really useful. We got like 3, I think, off of them. I'm just gonna pull this. I guess I still got some totems here. They're probably about to drop off, but if I can, I'll use them. I'm gonna drink probably after this mob, so I'm just gonna burn through my mana. Actually, I'm just hoping this guy drops the last claw we need thing. Alright, so... I like killed everything. That was fun. There's some more. 1 to go. Probably just gonna melee this guy. Just build up some mana. Let's get some Angoro soil. How much soil do we have? 55. It's amazing how much soil you collect out here when you just do the quests you need to do. Alright, let's go pull this guy. And I'm just going to soak up some mana from our Ancient Mana Spring Totem. I hope we get another Bind on Equip Epic sometime. I haven't gotten one. Oh, nice. We're done with that too. Alright, let's switch to that. Another quest down. We're just flying through the quest. This is really, really great. We should turn that back in Orgrimmar. So the dream here is that we're going to go to this Fire Plume Ridge now. The dream here is that I ding in Angoro, Hearth to Orgrimmar, turn in that quest, get my new skills, and then go to Winter Spring, right? Like, that's pretty efficient. Whew, Tyrant Devilsaur. Devilsaur. I'm gonna go to Ratchet, Western Pylon, finding the source. Ooh, finding the source. Which one is this? So let's do this quest now. And we need to use this thermometer. I'm not gonna bother. So I don't think this is a hotspot. I forget exactly what the hotspots are. Yeah, requires a hotspot. I think I know the hotspots are actual like lava pits. You have to get kind of close to them. I forget how to climb up this place. This is not the right spot, I don't think. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. And I think... So Lost is over here. This is where we do an escort quest later. Oh, well, what is this guy doing? What? He's got like... What? Apparently someone... aggro this guy or something? Like... I think I can interrupt his spellcast. Yeah, there we go. I needed to get my Wind Fury back up. Apparently this guy was chasing someone. So we can actually turn in this quest here. And then he gives us a follow-up. So I might as well, while I'm here, just get the experience. And then I'll come back later and grab this one. I don't want to do it now because this actually sends you back to Marshall's Refuge. And I still want to get the Western Pylon and the hottest area of Fire Plume Ridge done for finding the source. I think the hottest area is over here, kind of like north of this or west. Oh, I gotta fight out of these guys. I did not mean to run into that guy like I did there, but that's okay. Got our Shrink Ray out. Nice, that guy died real fast. Oh yeah, these are the things I need. These like little, I don't know, I guess they're called hotspots, but the little pillars of molten rock. This is not the right one, I seem to recall. I think it's farther up. You're getting warmer, okay. And can I run up this thing here? No. No. Okay. Okay. So my wife and I recently got HBO Max. I think I talked about this a little. Basically, we wanted something else to watch. We only usually have Netflix, and I forgot that the OC is on HBO Max. And the OC is a show that I didn't watch until probably like 2008. Ooh, Elemental Fire. It's wonderful. Those are worth a little bit of gold, like 4 or 5 gold each. I hate getting up this mountainside. I always think there's spots I can run up that I can't, and then I have to... Oh, a dirt pile. I have to like run around it more. But the OC was a show that came out, I think like 2003 on Fox. It lasted for 4 seasons. It was a huge show at the time. Like, it was really popular. I never watched it until after it finished airing around like 2008. Like I said, is when I started watching it. And actually, the reason why I started watching it was a girl I was dating at the time, not my wife. It was the last woman I dated before I met my wife. Introduced me to OC, and it's probably the best thing that came from that relationship, frankly, is me discovering the OC. I don't think this is the right one either, but let's just check. $12 okay, that's pretty low. But I love that show. Like, I genuinely really enjoyed that show. I am suffering so much trying to get up this hill. I could have sworn there's an easy way to get up this from this side, and I have just like straight up overlooked it. I know the temperature reading I need is up here, and I'm just not finding my path that I thought I could to get up this. This should work, maybe. Do I aggro that guy? No? Perfect. So close. There we go. That's much better. At least I'm part way up now. There we go. Okay, so I think what I need... I don't want to aggro Blaze Runner because he will wreck you. Oh, I pulled that guy? Dang. I gotta... there we go. I had to spell interrupt him. To actually get him to like come out of the lava pool, because I was not going to deal with him. He was in that lava pool. Alright, we're going to spell interrupt here. Probably not, but let's just finish him off. Okay. So I think it's this one over here. You see it's like glowing like bright red. I think it had like a flash of a red to it that makes it a bit brighter. But I think that's the one we need. Just got to get over there. I'm trying very hard not to aggro Blaze Runner. You deal with Blaze Runner through a different quest later on. Let's Earth Strike this guy, so when I eventually Storm Strike him, so I can eventually Earth Strike him. Let's Storm Strike him so I can Earth Shock him. That's what I'm trying to say. He didn't cast a spell though, ever. So I just All right, and we lost the rend buff. That's a bummer. Let's eat and drink again. So, anyway, let me go back to the OC. I love that show. I think it's a great show. It definitely dips a bit in the 3rd season, but it kind of recovers, in my opinion, in the 4th season. If you've never seen it, I would recommend it if you're into kind of like teen dramas, which I wouldn't say I'm into them, but it's a good show, I think. I really like the characters. I just have always enjoyed the show since I first started seeing it. And I've never really thoroughly watched through the whole thing. Maybe like once I went through the whole thing, but it was kind of sporadic, like spread out over like a year. So I need to like binge it someday. So I started watching. It's on HBO Max. I didn't know that until after we subscribed for a month to HBO Max. But I'm psyched to kind of watch it again. I'm on like episode 4 right now. But yeah, it's fun. Let's whack this guy down. I think this is the right hotspot. I hope it is. If it's not, I'm actually kind of... It's the one I think it's the right one. Okay. 428,000 degrees. That's crackly. Cool. Perfect. Let's heal up once. Let's rebuff our lightning shield. Let's get out of here now. We gotta go west. I'm gonna take some fall damage on this one. Don't die. 1,000 fall damage, yikes. Take some more fall damage here. Heal up. Okay, now we're gonna go to the western pylon, which I think is slightly north of dead center. Like, I think it's like here, not like here, but we need to grab that. And once we grab that quest, then we'll come back and do the lost quest that we turned in the first half of it. We'll finish it up. Let's actually carry on. And what trinket do I want out besides that? Afterwards, I'll probably put on my shrink ray. And then we will have mostly done every quest in this zone. There's a oh, dang it. I need to turn in the Apes of Ungoro. I meant to do that while I was over here. I messed that up. Alright, we'll go west, turn in the western pylon, come back over here, turn that in, and then come back to Fire Plume Ridge. Dang, that was so close to like perfecting my route that I had there. And I think finding the source, I thought we turned it in over here, yeah. That was the reason why I was doing it in this order, so we could turn this in along the way. So, you know, I had a vision, but I messed up the Apes of Ungoro. Okay, Crackle's thermometer, turn that in. Travel to Winter Spring and speak with the Nova Snowden. Well, what's that quest then? The New Springs. Now I've heard about hot springs in another place called Winter Springs, so far to the north of here. The strange thing is there are no volcanoes anywhere near them. Interesting, I know. Maybe there's a pylon here, that'd be wonderful. I don't actually know exactly where it is, like I said. If you want to find out more, you should head to Winter Spring and speak to a friend of mine, okay? Her name is Denova. Okay, it does not appear to be here. It might be a little bit north of here. I don't remember. Like, I really just don't remember where the western pylon is. I'm going to go up a little bit to about here and then run down to about here. It's pretty close to center. I'm not going to stop for any extra crystals because I just don't feel like it. I would stop for thorium, though. If I run into a thorium vein, I'd stop for it. I'm going to go a little farther north, but I don't think it's as far north. I think it's south. I think it's like here. This feels too far north for it. But it's not that far to run to check, so let's take a last look over here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I just don't want to overlook it. Like, I don't want to run this far north and then, like, miss it, you know? So I want to... Okay, it's definitely not here. I thought there would be a path up there. King Mosh, that's the best one of the double swords. I'll be done here in about 15 minutes, I think. I can do it with you. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the Eye of, what is this thing? The Eye of Shadow drops from demons in Winter Spring primarily is where I think of it. So there it is. Okay, so it's just south. I was pretty close. I knew it was kind of near the center, but a little off. I'll take a blue power crystal if it's literally right there. Let's do this. I want to examine the pylon. Done. Okay. So this would have been beautiful because we just would have gone to the center of the zone, done like turn in, grab Ringo and escort him back. But truthfully, at this point, we'll just go turn in the Apes quest. I really want to get that done. I don't think there's a follow-up to it. We go back up here and kill that named mob that's in the cave. I don't really know if I feel like doing that. Honestly, I don't love it because you have to run all the way down here, run up here to do it, run all the way back, and then you're in the middle of nowhere. So you have to run Hearth out or run back again to the north to fly out. And that's just it's a little much. Like, I just don't love running that much for this quest. I don't think the reward is that good. Maybe it is. Let's see what the reward is. If it's a good one, we might go do it. But for now, I want to at least turn in the Apes quest, the first one. There's a mithril deposit there. I don't really feel like dealing with that mob just to get it. I'm just going to be a bum and skip it. But yeah, we need to go down to the bottom of this water right around here is where whatever that person's name is. Ucha? No. I don't remember the name. Torwa Pathfinder. Yeah. It's going to be a little long episode today. Probably go about 10-15 minutes over. Because I want to just finish up this escort quest. We probably will ding from turning in all these quests. I'm sure we will. And then we can hearth back to Orgrimmar. And then next episode get our new skills and then go to Winter Spring. So it's just like a nice way to like put like a feather in the cap of this episode in our time in Ungoro. Since we're just about done. The only other quest we skipped is chasing Amy. That's that escort quest. I don't particularly feel like doing that. And yeah, I don't love escort quests, you know, it's not my favorite, so I don't know. But if the reward for this gorilla killing quest up here is good enough, then I probably will do it. Because at that point I can go do the escort and kill that mob at the same time. That's a little more efficient, so maybe it's worth it. While we're running over here, I want to thank all my Patreon supporters. So I always appreciate the support from everyone. And as always by name, I always credit the top tier supporters. That's a part of the perks from being that top tier. And so we usually have Chris, I always flip this, Chris S. and Luke D. So thank you to those two. But we have a new supporter today. I want to make sure I get the name right. I wrote it down over here. I think I'm pronouncing this correctly. I'll have to touch base with you and make sure I got this right, but I believe it's Nikolai, Nicolai, so I'd say like Nikolai S. So thank you to Nikolai S for joining. I will work on figuring out how to pronounce your name properly. I feel like I've heard that name pronounced like Nikolai or Nikolai, with like a long E or an I sound. I've heard it both ways, and I'm trying not to assume it. Ooh, is this any good? No, these are not really that good. We'll grab the quest for now, but I'm probably not going to do it. This is the follow-up to the Mighty Ucha quest. Look how close we are to dinging. Look at that. We are literally about 1,000 experience away. We might just kill... I'm going to kill a few mobs up here in this Fire Plume Ridge. Just to wrap that up. As we get up, they'll probably run into some mobs anyway. But yeah, I want to make sure I get your name right, because I just feel really bad if I mispronounce it, so I'll touch base with you through Discord or Patreon shortly. Or I may have already done it by the time this video goes live, to be honest. Okay. We've done this quest, so now we're going to go... We don't actually have the quest yet. We're going to go back up here and talk to the Ringo, the goblin, wake him up. Yeah, once we do that, then we're good to go. I'm going to probably switch to my... Ooh, the Dragonling would have been a good one here. Since we're moving with this guy, it would have been good to save him for this quest. Should have thought about that. But for now, I think I'll put my Shrinky Dink trinket on. We're about to dismount anyway, so I don't really need the carrot anymore. And I think I have to stay on foot for this quest. I forget why, but I seem to recall it's the case. It was another double sword. Let's not aggro that big guy. Look at those scary things. What a cool zone this is, though, for real. If I was a skinner, I would fight those guys now and try to skin some goodies from them, but since we're not leatherworking or skinning, it's a little pointless. Okay. So, here's our guy. Let's just fully rebuff. And my gear's good. And I got my canteen. We've got 25 minutes to get him over there. Let's put a marker on him, because it is easy to lose this guy. Okay. If he falls asleep, we need to throw the water on him. I'm not going to stop him killing mobs. I was saying I was going to maybe stop and kill some mobs. But frankly, I think I would rather... I'm probably going to run into some anyway along the way. And he actually follows you. He doesn't like... He will literally follow the path you're taking, which is nice. I think we gotta kill this guy. I shrunk myself. Played myself. I don't think he actually helps fight either. He just hangs out with us, so that's okay. Once I'm done with this trinket, I'll probably pull Battle Chicken next. Yeah, so one more kill and I'll level up I'm not feeling so well. Is he gonna fall asleep? Yep, there he goes. When he does that, you throw some water on him. It's kind of a cool trinket. Or, not trinket, but item. Oh, whew. I see like level 60 there, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Okay. You know, I guess we can kind of move as we're fighting these mobs. Like, there's really no reason I can't... Oh, he is helping. That's nice. I didn't realize he helps. I don't know if he's doing much damage, but sure, why not? But yeah, there's no reason I can't kind of wiggle this guy along. And we did. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I guess it doesn't work because he paths back to wherever we... That's annoying. Okay. Come on, dude. Did he really just pass out again? I really hope that mage doesn't mess with me. It'd be so nice if he leaves me alone. Ooh, I can get the next level of skills here. I'm gonna definitely die if that mage engages me. I don't even know what I want. Like, honestly, of all these skills, I'm not even sure what the best one is. I don't feel like messing with it right now, so I'll deal with it later. Like, I'm gonna like kind of look and see if any of those are even worth taking. None of them seem that impressive to me. I don't really cast that much while I'm taking damage. It'd be nice if I'm like trying to heal, you know, when I'm getting hit. That's pretty useful, but I don't know how amazing it is. Yeah. So we gotta hurry up and get this guy back, because there's a timer on this quest, but it's not that big of a deal. We have rested experience through the next level, which is wonderful. Like, I'm looking at that, like, ah, yeah. We are set on rested. We're gonna have rested experience through 60 at this point. We're not gonna, at any point, not have rested experience, because I'm not leveling fast enough to use it up. It's so much experience to burn through it all. I'm just not gonna use it all, so... he's gonna fall asleep in a moment here, I think. It's been a little bit, he's probably about due. But yeah, we're getting him up here, Ringo. I think he's named after Ringo Starr, like one of the Beatles. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I don't think we'll aggro this guy. Nice. I'm trying to avoid anything, because honestly, on a PvE server, I wouldn't really worry about it. On a PvP server, I hate the idea of taking any extra time for escort quests than I have to. Because frankly, people will kill you for any reason, and I'm convinced that people are more likely to kill you when you're doing an escort quest than any other time. Like, I don't know how many times in my WoW career I've been doing an escort quest, and someone has... Is he gonna faint? Yep. Revive Ringo. Cone of Cold. It's kind of a cute quest. I mean, of all the escort quests, I will say it's one of the better ones. Because, like, the mob follows where you go. He's not, like, walking at his own super slow pace. And, what is this quest?
Great to meet you.
You know, just finding Amy is a quest turn. I should have just done that. That's an easy experience at the very least. I don't know, we might come back to those two quests. I have to come back to Ngoro anyway after I do the De Nova quests up there, so maybe I'll do that. Okay, there we go, perfect. That mage, like, pulled all the pests for us, which is great. Or most of the pests, I guess. Okay, we're done. Thank you. Feels so good to have that quest done. I was not looking forward to that one.
Welcome, friend.
Ringo, you're okay. Poor Ringo. Let's turn the quest. Little help from my friends. Beatles song, right? Ooh, a helmet. 16 agility, 15 spirit. Probably not better than what we have, even though it's mail. The armor's nice. I don't think it's that much better. I'll grab it because it apparently sells for the most. So that's alone maybe worth holding on to. Then we have the Western Pylon quests, Eastern Pylon. You know, it's 2 Pylon quests to turn in. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. And then I think, so we might come back and do the Mighty Ucha and Chasing Amy. I know the follow-up for Chasing Amy requires a mithril casing, so I might grab that when I'm in Orgrimmar. But let's turn in the 2 Pylon quests up here. And then there might be a follow-up to this. I don't remember if there is. I don't actually think there's a follow-up. I think it just gives you a handbook that tells you how to use the pylons. I think that's the extent of it. We're going to hearth as soon as we finish this up. The northern pylon and the western pylon. Oh, making sense of it. Okay. Speak with JD, Kali, and a moment. So there's a small follow-up.
Pleased to meet you.
This is fascinating. I can only hope that my diagrams are correct.
You have a great day now.
So this is... it tells you how to use the pylons. And talks about how you can get like a... this one like turns into like an explosive. It's like kind of like dynamite. This one, I think, heals you. Creates a shield. Increases spirit. This is like a thorns, and this is spirit. And this one is increased armor, and I guess lowers target armor. I didn't know that one. I don't use them very much for a lot of reasons, but yeah. So let's go back here. We'll have to go to Undercity to turn in this quest. Okay. So at this point, we have 2 things we need to do in Orgrimmar. We need to get our skill ups. We need to turn in the bone-bladed... oh, someone killed Gammon already. Get our skill ups and turn in the bone-bladed weapons. Let's go ahead and do that now, and then next episode... so I'll fly to Winterspring then in between episodes and log out in Everlook, and then next episode we can just start in Winterspring, talk to Denova. We have 2 quests with her, do them both. And then... we'll go back to Ungoro at some point for those follow-ups. And when we do that, we can probably also do the Mighty Ucha and Chasing Amy 01. And the Chasing Amy quest, we need to pick up like the follow-up, I think is a mithril casing. I'm going to just double check that, like Google it, but I'm pretty sure it's a mithril casing. There's our guy. Jezriman, or turn-in for the bone-bladed weapons. It's kind of a cool quest, 'cause it's one of the only fist... oh, I fell. It's one of the only fist weapons you can get from a quest reward in the game. There's very few fist weapons in general, and it's one of the only ones that I'm aware of from like leveling. So it's kind of nice if you want a fist weapon for some reason. Shaman cannot use fist weapons, so no good for me. But yeah, you can get a ring, 24 attack power. Is that actually good for us? How much attack power do we get from strength? We get 1 or 2. So we have currently 5, 10. So we do get 2 per strength. So really, this 24 attack power would get an extra 8 attack power. We lose 80 health. It's probably not worth it. And then this is 13 agility. I prefer that probably. This is a 2-handed polearm. And this is the offhand fist weapon, 7 agility, 4 strength. It's kind of cool, right? Like, that's kind of neat looking. But I will take the one that vendors for the most, because it just... you're not going to use any of those things anyway. And we got some Dark Spirituals rep. It's kind of fun. Now let's go to Thrall's Chamber, where I believe we can grab... what we want from the... class trainer. I saw this like a troll over here. I was like, what's this troll doing? Just running. Alright, class trainer, shaman trainer. Wow, a lot of stuff here. A new mana spring, a new healing wave. Okay. Someone just heal me? So the new healing wave. Okay, and a new mana spring. What does that do? It goes from being 80 to 100 mana, and it goes from 8 mana to 10 mana per 5. Okay. And what else are we going to learn here? A new Chain Lightning, a new Lightning Bolt, a new Magma Totem.
Bye-bye now.
New Chain Lightning. I don't use Chain Lightning much, unless I'm in a group, but I use Lightning Bolt a lot. And a new Magma Totem. Ooh, it's so much mana, but it's fun. Okay, and then what else we got to learn here? So I've been skipping a lot of these enhancement things. I just don't use them right now. I'm sure eventually I'll use them. Ooh, a new Grace of Air, a new Lightning Shield, and... I don't need that right now. Grace of Air, Lightning Shield. A Lightning Shield now does 198 damage per attack. And Grace of Air, is that our second Grace of Air? 67 from 43. Cool. So we're pretty set on that. Alright, so I think we're done for today. A little bit long of an episode. I want to clean up my bags off camera, and I'm going to keep that book in my my bank, because I kind of like holding on to that stuff for just, I don't know, it's kind of cool. So all I'm going to really do now is to clean up my bags, fly to Winter Spring and log out. I'll do that off camera. And the next episode, like I said, we'll talk to Denova for the 2 quests we have. We'll work on those 2 quests, and then we will eventually, actually while I'm here, chasing Amy 01 Classic. What I believe you need a mithril casing. Because I may end up doing this. Let me see if I got this right. It's a little bit slow on Wowhead, I always think. Let's see, what do I need? Get a mithril casing. Okay. Yeah. I have some, I think, on actually my engineering character, but I think only a couple gold for one. Mithril casing. Yeah, that's perfect. 49 silver for one. I'll snag that. So we'll have this ready to go if we do decide to do it, and if we don't, whatever, is 49 silver. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I think it's worth doing if I want to go do the other ape quest over there anyway. It's kind of all together. Alright, well anyway, that is all for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.